security services that you got?
I'm Dee Dee Knickberg, and I work for University Housing.
I'm Bruce Pittman. I'm the Vice President, Vice Provost for Student Affairs and Dean of Students.
I'm Elizabeth King, part of your security office.
I'm Tim Roberts, the Site Supervisor here at UI Security. And I've got safe lock cards that I'll put somewhere for you guys at the end.
Well, I'm James. Mary Courtney at the Targhee Hall.
And I'm Sharon Fritz. I'm from the Counseling and Testing Center and also the Dean of Students office.
So, again, we have Dave Lemitz from Moscow PD going to be coming here in just a few minutes. He'll be able to give you some information about the investigation and any updates that we have. I don't know of anything new from this morning as police were in here and actually doing all the calculations on where the bullet came from to kind of at least try to draw out what we can from the situation. A few of us are going to talk, just give you some different options for you to consider. First off, I just want to let you know that we take these situations very seriously at the university, and that we're obviously very, I think, upset and worried about the situation as well. We'd like to think that it's random, but we really don't know much of anything because we don't know where the bullet originated from in terms of who fired the gun. What I will say is that University Housing will, if you're interested, if you just feel like, I'm not sure I want to be here in Targhee, if I know a lot of you were here in the lounge last night when the gun was fired into the building, we are going to be making it available for you to move to another building, and we will also do that at no additional cost. So any of the other buildings, with the exception of the LLC, we will do no charge for a room change, and just honor that if you feel like unsafe or just need to get kind of a fresh start or a new setting. So I can tell you that, and we'd be happy to talk to anyone afterwards. Who wants to go next? Sharon?
I just wanted to talk a little bit about what services are available for you. I don't know if you've had an experience like this before. Sometimes you might react in different ways. It's kind of a scary thing. Maybe you're not feeling as safe as you'd like to. I think that you can certainly rest assured that the university is doing what they can to maintain your level of safety. But the counseling center, which is right across the street, if you don't know, kind of kitty corner here on the 3rd floor of Targhee Hall, we're there to help you. So if you wanted to talk to somebody about this, if it's triggering memories, or if you're afraid, or you're considering moving and you just want to process it with somebody, we provide free and confidential counseling services to you. All you have to do is walk up there and you can see somebody right away. If it's not an emergency and you can wait a little bit, you'll probably see somebody in a day or two. And you can talk with that person about what's going on with you. So I would encourage you to take advantage of those services if you feel a need to. The other thing that we have is we have after-hour crisis services too. So for example, right now the counseling center is closed and on weekends. Well, we have a contract with a company to do some after-hour crisis. So, 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, Sunday, anytime you feel a need to talk to somebody, you could just call the counseling center, and I believe you push then 3, and you'll get directed to a counselor, and you could talk to a counselor at any time. So that's a nice service that we offer also. So is there anything else that you wanted me to touch base with? Anybody have any questions about the counseling center or kind of what's going on, what you're feeling. You might anticipate feeling a little anxious next couple of days, maybe some distraction, not being able to focus a little bit, having a harder time concentrating. I mean, sometimes when we have experiences like this, it affects us in other ways that we don't anticipate. So if you notice you're behaving in a different way, you know, you might want to take a look at to see what's triggering those different feelings or different thoughts. So
Maybe while we're waiting for Dave, I could just tell you a little bit about what security is doing and what we can offer. We've already been talking about improved lighting. Ray and Dee Dee have already brought that up just in the last half hour to me, and we're looking at increased patrols from the campus security folks as well as Moscow Police. Most of you know about Campus Safe Walk, but many times after an event like this, people that might not have used it previously might be more interested in using it. So please take advantage of that. All you have to do is call 208-874-7550, and one of our campus security officers will meet you where you need them to meet you on campus and escort you to any other point on campus 24 hours a day. Yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Are there any questions? Again, we're looking to have Moscow PD here to just give you an update on the investigation at this point. But are there any questions in terms of things we can do, or questions you might have to make you feel safer, more comfortable? Yes.
Are you considering putting in security cameras?
We, honestly, leadership at the university talked about that very question this morning, and truth be told, there isn't any technology that is going to pick up what would have occurred last night, largely because I think the first priority has to be lighting on this campus. And so I can tell you that folks in my department are going to work with facilities on campus, and we will get better lighting out in front of Targhee. I think honestly that tends to deter incidents a lot of times from happening anyway, because if you can kind of see what's going on outside, people are less likely to do something outside.
And also